Today we're going to be looking at a pretty cool machine that I didn't even know Singer made. Let's get started. So here we have a Singer Studio S1B sewing machine, and this is a pretty heavy duty machine. This is almost a like an industrial grade machine, but it's just a Singer. That's interesting. So on this machine, they're just bringing it in for cleaning and for a little bit of a tension adjustment. So we're going to get right into the teardown. With over 400 built-in stitches, 7 one-step buttonholes, and lightning fast 1600 stitches per minute, the Studio S18 handles everything from delicate silks to thick denim and quilts effortlessly. Auto thread cutter and stitch memory make free motion magic a breeze. Plus drop-in bobbin and automatic needle threader mean less frustration, more fun. Whether you're crafting heirlooms or custom threads, Singer Studio empowers your passion. Grab one today and stitch your story. Alright, if there's one place I want you to look on your sewing machine is look right here. This is the type of thing that will cause your feed dogs to stop coming all the way up and grabbing your fabric. So it will sew really weird if you're... Oh my, look at all that. We made some felt in here. That's what we're getting here is felt. And it's keeping your feed dogs from going all the way up because this part right here is what goes through these lines right here in your needle plate. So if you got a bunch of felt in there, it's going to hit that, and your feed dogs are not going to come up through that plate all the way. So that right there could keep your sewing machine from feeding fabric the way you would like it to. So I didn't realize that Singer made a machine like this. This reminds me of a Juki that I did not too long ago, where if someone were to name this one a heavy duty, I would definitely agree with them that this is a heavy duty machine. It does not have all the bells and whistles, but well, yeah, it does. Never mind, it's got all the bells and whistles. So this is a pretty nice machine. I don't know how much they go for. I'm gonna guess you're down at least a couple thousand to get into one of these, but I guess they want to make it cheaper than Janome. So Janomes get into like 5 figures, I believe. So this is probably squarely in the middle of 6 figures in how much it costs, if I were to guess. Tell you what though, if I find an affiliate link, I'll put one below. And you can click on that. If you want to buy one, use my link and we'll get a portion of that sale at no cost to you. But I do like this machine. It's pretty cool. It's very reminiscent of other high-end machines. It just has the name Singer on it. Alright, so we got this machine all cleaned up. We got it all oiled up, greased up. We got everything ready to go on this machine. They were saying that there's some sort of a tension issue, so we're going to investigate that. They use preloaded bobbins, so that could be an issue. May have to be set up in order to be able to use those bobbins. So we're going to do a few tests here. So we're just going to try a straight stitch first and see how that does. So that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that, the way that's looking. So we're going to try a zigzag and see how that looks. So we're maximum width, and then we're 1 millimeter stitch length. Alright, yeah, we're too tight on the bobbin there. So we're going to loosen up that bobbin a little bit. So I'm feeling tension on that as I'm pulling, so now we're going to loosen it up a little bit. See if that makes much of a difference. Okay, that's a lot easier. It's possible that was too much, so we're going to go a little bit, tighten it down just a tiny bit. We'll see how that is. Still seems a little loose to me, but we're just going to run with it and see what we get. I also want to see a little bit more tension, presser foot tension, presser foot pressure, I guess would be the word to use. Alright, so we're looking at this. We had a little bit, not enough tension at first, but it kind of equalized out. So now I'm happy with that tension. So it is a little uneven, but when you're talking about what we have here is a paper bobbin, and underneath the paper is a little piece of plastic to help it be the right amount of tension friction there for the bobbin. So it's a little bit uneven, but I think that's what you get when you use those. So at least in my experience, let me know if you've seen different things. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We caught our bottom thread there, but that is looking pretty good on tension. Any other adjustments you can fine tune with your upper tension. We'll go with the straight stitch again, see if that looks better than our first one. I like the speed of this machine. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay, so we've got white dots on this side and hopefully some black dots on this side, which means we are in the middle. And that looks pretty good. I think our tension is much better than it was earlier. If you notice, what I didn't notice was here you see white dots. And here on this first one we tried, you don't see any white dots. So next I'm going to loosen up their presser foot pressure because they had it set where they wanted it, and we're not going to mess with that. So the next step is to clean the outside of this machine and get it to its owners. Oh yeah, I couldn't find any affiliate links for this machine. Maybe it's an older machine than I think it is, but what you can do is go to sewingmachinerepairguy.com, where you can find cool shirts like this, or even zip up hoodies like this, because it is getting to be cooler weather. Thanks for watching. Alright, well, I just got this into the shop, and it's a couple days later. Notice this is a Janome Memory Craft 6600 Professional. Does that look familiar to you? Huh. That looks really familiar, doesn't it? That's interesting. Who knew?